Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Your Life's a Lie, and here's why. My name is
Braden.
My name is Sean.
My name is Ryan.
And we are here. Did you just delete the whole thing or no?
No,
Oh, okay, sick. Cool.
that'd be bad.
I was worried because it was like gone, but you're good.
Yeah,
You know your shit.
I do.
We've been doing this for like a year now. It's no big deal.
Veterans at this point.
But
Oh yeah, we could say we've been podcasting for a year now. That's fun.
we have. That's crazy.
We have.
We've had.
I have been a podcaster for a year.
I've been unemployed for 1 year.
I've been unemployed.
What profession? Podcaster. I'll just put unemployed.
I'll just put unemployed for that. And last month,
really
you got the
taken
stats?
off.
What?
Last month, for the month
Wow.
of March, we had 1,020 downloads.
Which is crazy.
Which is fucking
And
insane.
February is still our top month ever, which
Right.
was 1,144. But March was pretty close.
I'm blown away that March made that, because the reason February was so insane was because Lucifer.
Yeah,
Lucifer Sex
she-
Doll, or Mochi Doll now.
Mochi
she's
Doll,
she's
whatever it is.
rebranded,
She has
which we need to
rebranded.
get her on the podcast.
We should. We can call her.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We tried to call. I tried to call her last time, but she said she didn't have a phone.
That'll
So-
happen.
Yeah.
It happens.
So we'll just have to
Anyways,
buy
we
her a burner
have-
phone.
We've had some crazy. We had some crazy numbers. We
We've
just got
reached-
7,000 all-time
we've
downloads.
reached 7,000 all-time downloads, which in 1 year it's pretty freaking cool.
What are we gonna do for 10K? Fuck.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe like order a pizza or something.
We'll have a pizza party.
Yeah, we'll order pizza.
That sounds like content to me, boys.
I love ordering pizza. I don't care. No one's complained about it yet, but we've been making fun of ourselves.
We won't do it until someone complains.
We will do it until somebody orders pizza for us, so we don't have to.
Ooh, that's
We're
what
just
I
like,
do.
hey, we're recording tonight.
Send us a pizza. This address.
We've put our address on the podcast many times.
Yeah. In this episode, we talk about Ryan and Sean's trip to London. So thanks for listening. See ya. Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
not much.
That's good. Chill day.
Chill day.
Work was good.
Work was good.
Ryan?
Work was good.
Work was good.
Are we actually recording?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, I didn't know if we were.
this is
Doing
actually how we're opening.
Okay.
This is
Well,
the
to be
opening.
fair, the
Today's
last
episode.
episode it took Sean 10 minutes to realize that we were
We
recording.
were was like, is this real? We're like, yeah.
It happened.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
wait,
this
when
is
are we
it.
gonna start? And we're like, we started.
We're going, bro.
It's good to be
Jeez.
back.
It is good to be back. You guys are
Yeah.
back from a trip, from my understanding.
That is correct.
A long one.
We've been on the longest trip of our lives.
It was a journey,
It was a journey.
an adventure.
So the first question, I guess, is where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Well,
San Diego.
she wasn't in Europe.
She was in
At
Europe.
least-
We were in San Diego though.
We were in San
Yeah.
Diego. That was a good trip.
That was a great
I like
trip.
that trip a lot.
We should
That
do
was a
that
great
again
time.
sometime.
We should. Or somewhere new.
Like somewhere different, but same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Like, where else is cool? I always think about, like, vacation places.
Yeah.
But it's like, I go to San Diego because I'm like, oh, it's a big city in California. It must be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, before I went, I was like, I don't know what's there.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like any big city in California, just like LA.
Yeah,
or
but, like,
Santa
where
Monica
else
or
would you
whatever.
go that's not California? Like, I guess there's, like, Chicago.
Like for a weekend trip or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I can't think
You
of
go to like
Washington.
Portland. Yeah.
Yeah.
what's in Portland.
Oregon.
Everything's in Portland.
Like what?
Like coffee shops and like the
Okay.
rain.
All
don't
those
know.
trees.
All those trees.
Those trees. Yeah,
I
every
don't know.
time I'm
Portland's
like,
cool.
every time I'm like, yeah, I could go to Chicago. I'm like, what's in Chicago?
Gangs.
Gangs. We could get shot.
Pizza.
Cool. Where are they like the
Pizza.
old like gangsters in like pinstripe suits?
That's
All that stuff.
mobsters.
That'd be cool,
I mean,
but
they're
unfortunately,
still
I mean-
considered gangsters, but I guess like
Yeah, but they didn't last long. They got wiped
They're-
out.
their time's over.
they had their Tommy guns in violin cases.
See, I'd
Yeah,
love,
that's tight.
That
I'd
is
love
tight.
for like a pinstriped like mobster just stop me in an alleyway,
And kill you?
And kill you.
like pulls
Or
a gun
kill
on
your
me. He's
parents.
like, all right, no funny business, kid. Hand over the jewels.
I'm flattered, but I don't have any
First off,
money.
thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, but you misjudged me. I'm actually very poor.
I actually. Do you take debit?
Do you take debit?
Can I Venmo you?
I can Venmo you. Do you want
You know
my
what Venmo
passport? Yeah. I don't know. That's all I have on me. Sorry.
Jeez.
Anyways, you guys went across the pond, if you will.
We did.
Yeah.
You went to a
We
lot of
did.
different
We went
places.
to-
Where'd you go? Yeah.
We started out our venture in a place called England, London.
France.
Have you heard
England,
of it?
France.
You guys heard of it? England?
England, London. In order.
Yeah. Well, London, France. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we didn't.
We didn't go
really
anywhere
leave
else.
anywhere.
I'm sure we went to other places. Like we were
Yeah, we.
residing in Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Wimbledon.
I hate that. Actually, I like
Very, very, very British.
that. Wimbledon?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a fun name.
see, like all the names of things there, like to me, like they sound like they could be like insults.
Yeah.
Like you have like,
Goddamn Wimbledon.
God damn, you fucking Wimbledon. Like, you spotted dick, or like, what else? There was another one.
Stroud.
Cock Fosters.
I didn't see that. That's
Cock
cool.
That
though.
was one.
Should we just start at the beginning, I suppose?
Yeah.
We can
no,
just
where'd
kinda
you
do
go
it day
for-
by
Okay,
day.
wait. First of all, how long was your trip?
We were gone for
2 weeks.
Sean was gone for 2 weeks and I was gone for 16 days or 17 days.
Was that too long away from home?
Yeah. But like at the same time, like you kind of have to.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like we
Oh,
couldn't
to
have
go-
done it like
You
We
couldn't
had
have
to
done
fit everything
you did.
in. There was
Yeah.
a lot to see.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. In a different country, like in the United States, I could see going for like a week to like a really big city, and like that's plenty.
Yeah.
But a different country, a couple weeks would definitely be necessary.
Yeah.
I feel like once like if you vacation somewhere in the United States, like the point is to just go to that city. There's not really like anything specific you're like looking to see there, like any
Yeah.
like monuments or anything.
It's mostly just like vacation.
Wait, to
Yeah.
answer your question as to where the cool weekend getaway we're going to do next is it's Amsterdam.
Is that-
Amsterdam.
that's
We're
on
going to
country, yeah.
Amsterdam.
Where is that? I don't even know where that is, to be honest.
It's far away.
It's in
You're going to need your passport.
What country though?
You're going to need a passport.
What country though?
I don't
I
know.
think it's
I don't know either.
Amsterdam? For what did you think it was?
Belgium.
That sounds right.
Amsterdam,
It's-
like
Could be France.
I don't think it's France.
I don't think it's France either.
No, it's not France. I know it's not France. Let me look it up.
Yeah, give it a quick Google. 'cause
Amsterdam
it
Light Festival.
I
Denmark?
feel dumb. now.
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Wait, Netherlands? I thought like the Netherlands was like a general like location of a place. I thought that like
Capital of the Netherlands.
that's so okay.
Amsterdam?
I didn't know the
So-
Netherlands was just a country. I thought it was like the I thought the Netherlands was like basically like
a place,
Belgium,
like a big-
Finland,
okay,
all that
yeah.
stuff like combined.
You thought it was like a big roundup of countries.
yeah.
Okay,
Like-
no.
Yeah.
Like- Okay.
But
That is
I
incorrect.
see what you're getting at, but
yeah,
the
'cause
Netherlands is the Netherlands.
the Netherlands.
Well, you
Wow.
what? So wait, you started in London? Is that what you said?
Yeah, yeah. So
What'd you do?
we landed in London. We'll do a little rundown.
How long was the flight?
I was
Yucky.
Oh my god. I'll tell my flight experience and then then Sean can tell his. But we flew out of of Salt Lake
Mm-hmm.
at like 6 a.m. We flew to Denver, which was a 50-minute plane ride. And then, which was the weirdest thing I've
I've
ever
had to do that, too.
experienced. That's the weirdest flight ever.
I've done that before.
Like it's just long enough that it's just long enough that like
You're comfy?
that you're comfy, but you're not
Yeah.
sick of it yet. And so when you get off, you're like, oh shit, like that. It was weird.
I had to do that on the way to Florida,
yeah,
which was dumb.
And then-
It just felt like a dumb flight. But
yeah.
whatever. Go on.
And then we had my group. I was with Ridge, Trevor, and his two sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and we had an 8-hour layover in Denver. And we didn't want to leave the airport because we had way too much stuff to like carry around.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that could have been pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
But so we just hung out in the airport for 8 hours, and then we flew out at it was like 5 local time. we flew out to Iceland, right? And that was a 7-hour plane ride.
Oh, that's not bad.
But we also gained 6 hours. And so by the time we arrived there, it was 6 in the morning. And then we had an hour layover until we flew the 3 hours to London. And so
weird.
that all started Sunday morning, and we got there Monday morning or like Monday afternoon.
Uh-huh.
And
Which it definitely
and there was a point where I had received a Valium from a handful of Valiums from a relative. And because I heard that if you pop one of those during a plane ride, like, you have the smoothest plane ride ever.
What are they?
They're like, my understanding of them is they're similar and akin to Xanax, but will kind of just put you to sleep as well.
Sweet. Okay.
And so I tried it on the way up, and I passed out for 40 minutes. Right, like passed out, like I couldn't move. I was bricked. Like if anyone needed me, they would have been like, he's unresponsive.
He's dead, man.
And then I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, like that was the best sleep of my life. Like I must have been out for a good long while. I check at my watch and I was like, oh shit, it's been 40 minutes. And then I couldn't sleep the whole way. So in that 2 days, I got like 6 hours of sleep, and it was all because of a nap that we got when we arrived.
Did you not take your Switch, Nintendo Switch?
No, I didn't want to take the Switch. I didn't want to carry that on me. So I downloaded some movies onto my phone, and pretty much that's what I did. So as far as entertainment, I just watched like the movies on my phone.
Dude, I'm at the point in my life where if I travel anywhere, my Switch is coming with me.
So you're at the point of your life where you're the same you were when you were 4 years old?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. I have the point of my life to 10 years ago has definitely not changed at all. But
yeah, and then we got out, so we landed at like 9 or 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. And then we had to sit in the line for customs for like 2 hours.
What is customs?
To get in. So it's like, it's essentially where you go and show your passport, and they're like, why are you here? And you're like, for vacation. And they're like,
holiday.
How long? Yeah. How long are you going to be here? And we're like 2 weeks. And they're like, okay, where are you staying? And we're like, there's the address. And they're like, all right, thanks.
That's it?
Yeah.
Why do they ask that?
Yeah, they just need that information for the passport visa that they stamp on you, or that they stamp in there.
That's fun.
And then, from my understanding, that's what it's for.
Okay.
And then we got to the B&B, and we passed out for like 8 hours, and then we woke up at nighttime.
Yeah, okay. That,
So-
I wouldn't like that.
There's a 7-hour difference, or a 6-hour difference between here and London.
Okay.
And we were all super just destroyed.
That's also less than I thought it would be. 6 hours. I thought it would be like 12.
Yeah,
or
it's
like,
a 6-hour
or like 8 or 9.
difference, and like a 10-hour, 11-hour plane ride. But Sean left, so when we got there Monday, that was when Sean was leaving. So I FaceTimed Sean right as we got to the B&B, and it was like right as he was like in the airport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Salt Lake
So
City.
tell your story. Did you have any interesting stories that happened to you?
You guys all right on
Not
planes?
really. What?
You guys good on planes? You guys mind plane rides at all? Like,
Yeah, I don't really mind. I mean,
I never
when
mind.
it's like 9 hours though, it's rough. You know,
I haven't
like-
had a plane ride that long, so I can't speak for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, me neither until now. But
Yeah.
so I flew to Texas. That was fine. And then on the plane ride there, the whole time I was alone too. Like I wasn't with like anybody else. It was just me.
yeah,
And
that would
so like
kinda suck.
I was sat next to just like these like two old ladies, and like
Were you in the
I
middle?
no, I was at the end.
At the aisle or the window?
At the aisle. Yeah.
Aisle is underrated.
Aisle's great.
Aisle's
No,
way
it's-
better than window.
Because
Nah,
if you have to
window's
use the
better.
bathroom, you just get up.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask like to get out or anything like that.
As long as, dude, for some reason, whenever I ride on a plane, I always manage to get in the middle. I've probably ridden on a plane like 9 or 10 times. 8 out of those 10 times, I've been like in the middle. I'm not even kidding. It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
What do you prefer?
Window.
Window? Me
Yeah,
too.
I could watch the clouds or like whatever for hours.
Seriously.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Like it always like when I'll always get like the middle or like the edge, and then like the person at the window will like close the thing.
what I hate.
and I'm just like, dude, you are in the air. You are thousands of feet in the air. Like
See, that was me. It was like, we'll get to the ride home, but that was me. I closed that shit up immediately.
Really?
See, I mean, when it's nighttime, like, you know,
Who cares?
But like when like you're taking off or like you're landing or something, or like you're going over the ocean, or like you're like just like going over like like the country or something like that. Like
It's cool.
It's awesome.
Like it's just cool to look at, and it's always one of those stupid businessmen like, oh, I ride a plane all the time. I don't care. I
Like,
don't
if
ride
you
a
were
plane
really
all the
that
time.
important, you wouldn't be flying economy, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You
saying.
put that window back up,
leave that
fucker.
shit open, man. Not cool. I want to look out the window.
but they like fucking suck your dick if you are
Oh,
first
sure.
class.
Really? That's like
I mean,
that's included in the ticket price because that's actually somewhat economic then.
That could be worth it. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Might have to
you
look to
get-
upgrade
you
it
get
next time.
sucked, you get like a footrest.
No, you had me at footrest.
How
See, like, they put you in like this like recliner. Like you're in like
Yeah.
a recliner, like you get like a footrest. You get like your like own like little desk and everything. They give you the nice blankets and like a fluffy pillow.
How
like
long, or like not how long? How much of a premium does that cost though?
Way much, so much
a
more,
lot,
just
like-
so much more.
you see like people like up there, like they're in like like really nice suits. Like you'll see like I always see like for some reason I always see like architects or something. They always have like some like rolled up like blueprint or something that
Yeah.
they're carrying, and it's weird. I don't know why I always see that. Like, but those guys are
There's always
like
the
first
Asian
class.
people.
No,
I've
The
never
Asian
noticed-
people always carry those like tubes.
Yeah, maybe they're like carrying a sword or something.
It could be a sword,
Like
No,
like
I
Blue
knew-
Exorcist.
I knew
Yeah.
what was in those tubes once upon a time. I just forgot just now. I used to know. Is that weird?
Is it like
I don't remember.
are they like maps?
They're
Blueprints?
treasure maps.
Treasure.
They're looking for treasure maps in America.
Flying over the ocean.
I always
They're like,
see the-
ahoy,
I always see
here.
the old white dudes with that are like balding and look like architects, you know, and they're
Yeah.
carrying those tubes and they're on AutoCAD drafting some Minecraft house or something in first class. And I'm like, dude, wish I was you. Wish I was making money like you.
All right, Sean. How long was your flight to Texas?
Just 3 hours.
You had to go
Okay.
to Texas?
Yeah.
So you
Stopped
flew
in
to Texas.
Yeah, like right when I got there, my plane was boarding. So like, and
Well, that's
Texas,
scary.
Texas airport is huge. Like they have like a train system there
I've
that
been
like,
there.
you have to hop on,
Mm-hmm.
and so like it's boarding right when I land. So I have to run to the tram, and like I asked a guy, I was like, "Where's Ian?" He's like, "Oh, it's all the way at the other end of the airport." So I have to get on the train, and then like I finally get to my gate, and it was delayed. So
Ah,
I
good.
didn't even have to run. But and then yeah. Then my flight to England was like 9 hours. Sat next to that old lady. She asked for the chicken, but they gave her the vegetarian meal. And then her and I kind of had like a back and forth about airplane food for like a second there. And
Man, this airplane food, huh?
yeah.
What's the deal with airplane food,
This
huh?
is the deal, man.
See, I almost turned to her and I was all like, "Hey, like I thought it'd be worse," but then like she was like, "I got the vegetarian meal." I was like, "I'll just keep my mouth shut because I got the chicken."
Wait, like she ordered the vegetarian meal, or
no,
she?
she didn't. She was all like, "She's like, this doesn't look like it has chicken in it," and then she like lifts the flap and it says vegetarian, and
Did she say
she was like,
anything?
she's like this old like British lady. She didn't say anything.
Probably
but she
got
already,
her
like-
feathers ruffled.
It did.
Ruffled
She
her
was
feathers, quite right.
No, she was pretty upset about it.
Ah,
I mean, at least inconvenienced is the word. But yeah, it was kind of weird because when we landed, like maybe I was wrong, but I thought like her and I bonded in some sort of way over that meal. And so like when we land, and I was all like, "So like, are you taking like the bus or the train?" She's like, "No, I have a car." And I was like, "Oh, cool. We'll drive safe." And then like for some reason that just seemed like she just like gave me like the weirdest look after I said that. Like she like didn't even like reply. She just like looked at me and she was like,
drive safe.
Maybe
No,
it'd be
drive
like a
safe.
weird.
We're in England, fuckhead.
It would be like, yeah, it's probably like a slang thing. Like they say, like carry on
"Carry
or
on."
whatever.
Yeah.
And so if they
Drive
said,
safe
if
is
they said
slang.
something weird to you, if they said something like, or if you, yeah, I don't know, that is weird. She probably just didn't know what you were like trying to say.
Yeah.
She's like, what do you mean?"
I don't know. Maybe they
Is that
say
a
they say
threat?
that in Hot Fuzz, so I would assume it's normal.
Yeah. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why. She just looked at me.
It
Maybe
was,
she was tired.
It was your American accent.
Maybe.
Is that a thing? Dude, okay. People from other places can't find our accents attractive, can they?
I don't know. I've never asked.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
can't imagine. Because I feel like here, we're like, damn, an English accent, like, it's badass.
Seriously.
But if we go there, they're like, you're probably stupid
It's
because
just
the way you're
'cause,
talking.
Yeah, Americans are dumb.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'm
much.
surprised you're skinnier than you should be. I'm like, thanks.
Thanks, dog.
Well, that was the
man.
flight. and then
flight. And then
you're-
Sean walked through customs. Essentially, he didn't have to wait at all.
I just passed right through. Like
That's
they
good.
they're like, "Are you traveling alone?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Right this way, sir." And they scooted me up to the front of the line.
Oh,
And
Really?
Like, yeah, like they like scooted me like over to this other place, like in front of the line. So I got through in like 5 minutes. It was quick.
Oh,
And
that's
you guys were
wild.
there for like 2 hours
Yeah.
or something, right?
Yeah, it sucked.
That's crazy.
We thought like the journey was over, and then we just had to stand in line for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
That was rough.
One time when I was on a plane, my buddy lost his wallet in a different state. So we were in Florida. He lost his wallet, which had his ID in it.
Yeah.
And it was a bad deal. Anyways, we were all going through, like, you know how they have to like check you and all that.
Yeah.
So like we all got checked and we were waiting for him, and his name was David. And for some reason they took him into a separate room to check him. And they had to he had to take off some of his clothes to get like a pat down because he didn't have his ID on him.
cool.
It was at like the Florida airport. It was so weird though. Just like he didn't have any identification, so they were like, "Yeah, we got to go check you in here," which I don't know why that would change the checking process.
Come on
But
to the back.
Just be like escalated security because
because
they don't know who he is.
exactly, yeah, I don't know.
you just wait on the couch. We'll be right with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
He
That's
just
weird.
sits on this leather couch and just stares
Wait a
into the
second.
camera.
Why is there a camera?
What's your name? David.
What do you like to do, David?
So why are you here? I lost my ID.
Oh, really?
What are you willing to-
So we're just gonna have to take your word for it if you say you're 18, right?
He was definitely like 28.
Oh, David.
Oh,
We'll
David.
call him in after this. We'll get him in on the line. He
Okay.
can tell us his side of the search.
Ryan, what was like
But
your first? Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
Here's the thing. That first day that we arrived, we didn't see London. Like we rode an Uber straight to the house, and we all fell asleep pretty much the whole way there because it was a 45-minute drive from the airport.
Mhm.
Even though it was like a few miles, every drive is insane. But we honestly felt like we got there at noon. The B&B was kind of a dump when we got there. And then we fell asleep for like
That's what's
6 hours. 6, probably 7 or 8 actually, because we woke up at like 8 o'clock. And then we ran to the market. We just walked down the street to the supermarket, grabbed some food and supplies, and then went back to bed. And we all fell asleep again. So I didn't have a London experience until Sean arrived the next day.
Mhm.
Because then the rest of the team that I was with were heading out on Tuesday, and I was like, I'll stay and wait for Sean because Sean should be here around noon.
Mhm.
And then Sean, if you can tell that part where you show up,
Yeah, like
because that was kind of funny.
It was really convenient. Like the whole time there, like it was like too easy getting to the Airbnb. Like when I showed up at the airport, like everybody there was all like, "Hey, are you lost? Like, can I help you?" And I was like, "Yeah, how do I get here?" Like, "Oh, just go over there." And then like I had to like go and get like a train card. And like
It
right when
sounds
I got
like a
my
quest
card,
line.
like
on Skyrim.
it was weird because like I was going around like asking people. That's what it felt like. I was like going up
Right.
to people and I was like, "How do I get to this?" And I'm like, "Oh, just take that way there."
That way, traveler.
Also, avenge my father. Also, if you run into my
Side
son,
quest activated.
side quest.
Also, I'm looking for my sword. Have you seen it?
I haven't. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for it. If you find it, come bring it to me. I'll have a reward for you.
It's like
No,
30
It's like
gold.
5 rupees. It's like, dude, I could have kept that. All right, so Sean is making his way to the B&B.
Make my way. I get on the train, and which I thought was really cool because like, because I was able to just like go right into like the thick of it. Like there were just like all these like British people like talking on the phone and everything with like their thick London accents.
Uh-huh.
So like I was just immersed in it right away.
They don't fick.
No, this guy, he was gonna like have like a party with his friends, and he was like, "Yeah, I got the beer," and I can't do the accent. It sounds terrible, but like, no, he sounded like really like urban, like he sounded like he was like from like I don't know, like maybe like a shadier part of like London. That's
Okay.
weird to say, but like he was I don't know. It's like kind of like that more urban accent. Like it's not like so formal.
Like it's so like it's so accenty that it sounds like shit.
Yeah, like he would like he would pronounce his th's like f's.
Yeah,
He's like,
thick.
yeah, like, it's so thick. What you think about that, mate?
What do you think about that? Huh?
But yeah, and then I get to our station to Wimbledon, and like I was like, okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna get to our B&B. Like, I was just gonna like follow Google Maps, but like I had no idea where I was. And then like right when I got there, I run into Ridge and like everybody else. They're like right at the station. So like I didn't know what else to say, so I just like shouted really loudly, "Dudes," which was probably like the
Why didn't you say Ridge?
I don't know. I was excited. I was like, "Dudes!" And then it was probably like the most American thing I could have said. And so they just like turn around immediately.
You should have just yelled Americans.
Like,
Americans!
American! And then
Shit!
Oh no, not this again.
It's the third time today.
God, it was
so
cool.
and then they just guided you back to back home.
Well, they just like pointed me in the right direction, but I found the rest through Google Maps. But it was weird. And then Ryan and I met up, took a little nap. I mean, not together.
Oh,
We didn't do that till much later.
we will get to that part in the story.
But then we took a nap and we're kind of going slow, but it was like quite the trip. Like there was a lot of cool shit going on.
Yeah,
But
is this a two-parter?
it could be. Might as well be actually,
Might as well
for
be
the
a
sake of
two-parter,
us not having much prepared for a second episode.
You know what? It happens.
So, then Tuesday after our nap, we just kind of like went to the city. We were like, what's the move for
The
the
city
city
of Wimbledon or London?
of London?
Wimbledon.
So we go out and it's like 3, I believe.
In the morning or
and the afternoon.
okay.
And I had napped. I'd probably slept for like 16 hours, 18 hours, I think, pretty much in between naps and everything. And then that was like my first experience when I was like, okay, I know I'm actually in London, because like I got on the train and I heard the people, I saw the people, and then I just like saw the transit and like how different it was, and I hear it's just similar to like how New York's is, but like I don't know, everyone was super nice and like they all looked nice. Everyone always looked really nice in London.
Yeah, they
dressed
dressed
they dressed proper.
really well.
Yeah. And so then we just kind of walked around like the area and we're like looking at some shops and stuff. And then I think the first day we went to that like shitty but kind of cool dinner place. We went to this place called Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, it was like an American themed restaurant.
Yeah, like Americana, like there was like movie shit, like the whole walls were covered in like movie paraphernalia, and like
Sounds like up your guys' alley.
It was,
That's
and it was
why we
like
went.
just there was like a DJ up top, and he was just queuing up music videos, and each music video would flow into each other, like the beats would flow into each other.
Yeah,
it was just weird. It was just like a love letter to Americans. It was kind of really interesting. But that was like when we learned that like London food is and European food from our palate is like fucking bland as shit.
They do not season their food at all.
Their fries are just nothing. Their chips are nothing. They're fucking everything is nothing.
So they're blander than our food.
Yeah, they're super bland. They're fucking way bland. Their steaks are bland.
Anything.
Really?
Yeah.
You okay? Now you post a picture or a video on your Instagram of you eating a steak, and you had to cook it, butter it, and all that. How was that? That looked so good.
It was so good.
That looked
good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was a few days later, but that was so delightful.
Yeah, because you had to cut it, you had to cook it, you had to butter it, and then you put season on it, and then you ate it.
That was some amazing steak.
Right. So essentially, we were out. That was a couple days later after Haley and Michaela had shown up.
Okay.
We were out. We went to the Natural Gallery, the National Gallery.
National Gallery.
And so we were looking at like paintings and shit, and that isn't really up my alley. But Sean and Haley were like gone.
Yeah.
Like Sean was out taking pictures of every single picture.
You saw the Mona Lisa.
That's in Paris.
That was in Paris. That was at the Louvre.
But this is
we'll
just
get
like
to
a
that.
nice art museum. Still like thousands and thousands of paintings and crazy cool shit. But I just thought, I was like, whatever. And like same with Michaela. Michaela and I were just chilling on our phones watching Instagram. And it was funny because she was like watching. It was funny because I was looking at memes, but she was looking at like nail art, right? Like the nail art, and she was like saying how good it looked. And I was like, "You're in like a art gallery right now. Like that's like so. I don't know. It was so funny to me.
Looking at
look at how good this art is. And that's like there's like $1 million painting next to us and shit. But after that we were like, "Yo, like I want steak," and so I just was like looking up steak places near me, and then there was like this one place that was like just super close, and it was called Steak and Co. And I was like, we should go. Like that sounds lit. Like the reviews look pretty good. Like in the menu looks pretty economic. You know, like 25 pounds for a steak.
How much is 1 pound?
1 pound is $1.33.
Yeah, $1.33.
Okay.
So 25 pounds would be like $30 still. But
is,
like,
yeah,
but everywhere. Here's the thing: everywhere in London, like if you're in London, your meal is like 20 pounds regardless.
Really,
like it just is. And so we at that point with the trip, we were just like, yeah, like whatever, it is what it is. And then we went to it, and we walked in, and it was like this really nice, like obviously not like super like classy, but like just a really nice looking restaurant. And
like Ruby River or like
nicer than Ruby River,
really
not
nice,
themed like Ruby River either. Like they're really just really nice, like a nice restaurant.
nice steak place.
And then Sean, do the voice. Tell him, what did he say when he asked?
Yeah. So
what did he ask?
So we come in, and he's like, "Do you have a reservation?" And then
He was
like
French or Italian or
they were
Italian.
French or Italian or something. So it was like, "Do you have a reservation?" And then
It was
I like,
French.
yeah,
It was more
like that.
French.
And then we were like, "No." And then he's like, "No reservation, no problem. Follow me." And then
And we were like, woohoo!
it was so cool.
Take me away.
And it was like we could see that it was busy in there, but it wasn't like full yet.
Okay.
And so we were like, yes. He sat us down right away, showed us the menu, and we're like, this looks great. Like you pick what steak you want, you pick what butter you want, you pick the salt that you want, and then you pick the seasoning that you want, I think, and then you pick the sauce.
That sounds fire.
And it was, and we were like, okay, yeah, this looks way cool. And then they bring out like our food like really quick. And then
Because they don't have to make it.
because they sear it essentially. They cook the outside.
Yeah.
And then they deliver it to you on a stone tablet essentially that's just 1,000,000 degrees. And you put the butter on it, you cut the steak, you put it on there to your delight, season it with whatever, and I did the salt, so it was like a salty steak. And then we had like I picked the red wine sauce, and it was delightful.
Ooh.
Just amazing.
So wait, they don't have like a cooking. It's like a really hot piece of rock. That's
right?
what you're cooking
It's
on?
just a super hard rock. It's not like a stove or anything.
Oh,
it's like
it looked like a stove.
right. No, it's a super hot rock.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So
actually,
you kind of have to eat the steak quick, otherwise it starts cooling down. And then, like
Sean's cooled down on him
Yeah,
many
but-
times because Sean's a slow eater.
Yeah, I was taking
do they heat it
forever.
up for you or bring you another one or what?
I don't know. We didn't ask. We're just like, hey, yo, can you send this rock back to the fire?
Can you smelt this rock for me, please?
This rock's a little undercooked at the moment.
Rock's a little bit undercooked. So, what else? How about? Okay, so you went to London, everywhere. So you went to London and
Yeah, right. In London, we went to like the major London shit.
Okay, London,
Like-
Paris. Was there somewhere else?
I went to Iceland
You went
for
to
a day.
How about we do London this episode, and then we could do Paris.
Yeah.
Or France.
Yeah.
And Iceland in the next.
Yeah,
We'll do
that's
that.
sick.
We'll finish up
Sweet.
London in this bad boy.
Okay, cool. I'm game for that. So one thing we did
ahead.
do. Should we tell them about Shrek's adventure?
Shrek's Adventure.
We could.
You
tell
saw
them about-
Paddington.
I met Paddington. Yeah, when me and Sean were walking around our first day, looking at all the shops and everything. We found this toy store, and I walked in and we saw Paddington.
Paddington.
And I was just so excited, dude.
glory.
He was so cute.
I know you took a picture with him.
Took a picture with him.
The Paddington Bear.
I was looking at Paddington merch, and it was just so expensive. Like the smallest little stuffed animals were like 30 to 40 pounds.
Which is
Like just
crazy.
tiny, like Beanie Baby size.
Really?
Like just so small. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Just like the smallest.
Is
thing.
everything expensive there? Just about? Or like
I mean,
what is
in-
cheap?
Weird
there
things
compared
was
to-
it? So
yeah.
but groceries was not at
Yeah.
all. Like groceries were so fucking cheap to buy.
Seriously?
Maybe that's the trade-off that they have.
I don't know.
Because
Mm,
people
yeah.
there probably just like they probably don't eat out as much.
Well,
they probably
the
just,
groceries
cook dinner.
I
probably-
think they do. I think they go to like pubs every day.
Every day.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, you would see like a lot of people in there that were just there to drink. Like you'd see, I
Oh,
feel like
yeah.
I'd see more people that just had drinks more than people that had like drinks and a meal. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's not even the case.
I feel
But-
like in America, you go to the rec center with your friends, and in like Europe, you're like, yeah, we'll go to the pub.
Let's go to the pub.
That sounds way cool.
The pub.
The pub. Going to the pub is fun.
It's,
Pubs are cool.
it's kind of weird, like how normal like alcohol is there. Just because I mean, like
yeah.
like you like the legal drinking age is 18, so like
Which is
it's
dope.
just-
Which is
wicked.
fire.
That's fire,
Sick.
by the way.
That would fix like all of my problems.
Take notes. UK, I wouldn't have gotten a ticket if I lived there. I'm just saying.
Saying,
Just saying.
British boy at heart.
British boy at heart. Can't wait.
My
to
heart
record.
bleeds red and blue and white. Still, also,
Red, white, and
God
blue.
save
Weird.
the queen.
God save
save-
the fucking queen.
fucking save her.
So you guys
please.
went to some pubs in London, huh?
Yep,
We
that's where the
did.
good food is.
We did. That was where the only good food is.
Pubs?
Anywhere else wasn't good food, except Steak and Co.
Yeah.
But they were essentially a bar, anyways.
So,
with the
was
amount
it-
of liquor they served.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, I might be misunderstanding. Were there any pubs that were similar to like? Remember when we went to the club in San Diego? Was there anything that's
Yeah.
similar to that?
We didn't go to any
Sure there
clubs,
was.
but I'm sure there were clubs there.
They do
What was
have
that one
clubs,
place
though.
called? The
The
Suburban.
Or which one?
Talk about the place that we went
That
to,
one.
or
Oh, the underground or the what was it? The
Oh.
basement.
the basement.
The basement. We
Yeah.
went to the basement in
We
San
did,
Diego.
in San
That was
Diego.
nuts,
Dude, that was an experience because like people were like pointing us out like, "Hey, we're trying to look for this place." And like, "Oh, you got to go talk to that guy."
That was
that
literally
was the
exactly-
craziest experience
We-
of my life.
like that guy over there in the
Where-
red
that
shirt.
guy in the
And you
red
see him.
shirt.
He's
No,
like
and
standing
he's, like,
out from,
leaving
from everyone else. He's like in like the middle, like right on the street corner. Red
He's like
shirt.
leading a herd.
And
of
we
people.
walk in. We walk up. We're like, "Hey, dude, where's the basement?" He's like, around the corner to the right.
Yeah.
You'll see the stairs." We're like, "Thank you, man." It was the weirdest side quest I've ever
That
gotten
was
to.
wild.
And the only reward I got was Sean going to the EMT. So that was fun.
And my delivery of "Where's Sean?" I was like, "He's in the EMT." And you're like, "What?" And I just like keep dancing.
He's in the EMT.
I'm like, "What the fuck? Why are you not panicking?" You're like, "Oh, he's fine." I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
Oh god,
That was the craziest. We
almost didn't do it.
the club. I know we almost didn't because I really
Yeah.
didn't think it would be that fun. But it was probably one of the best nights I had there
Yeah.
in San Diego.
Yeah,
Insane.
we were like stupid tired, and we were like, we should just like, should we call it? Should we call it?
We were way tired, and I was just debating. I was like, I can't drink there. Like that's no fun. You guys can drink there. That's no fun.
yeah,
Just
and
got a
pay
little
like
bit of-
$45,000 for a drink. We were
You
okay.
guys did pay a lot on the drinks. Remember, you came back. You're like, I had 2 shots. They were both $8. I'm like, fuck.
No, I don't think it was shots, but
They were like drinks.
they were drinks.
Were they drinks?
They were like
Yeah.
rum and cokes, which I think has more than one shot.
Okay, that might be worth it then.
I don't know. No, it wasn't, definitely wasn't worth it objectively.
No? Okay.
No. But
I just had to get my pregame on a little bit too hard. It was kind of scary. I thought I was
Right.
gonna throw up in the Uber.
we all thought that you were gonna die, but
Once I got there, it was perfect. It was the perfect level.
we all peed in a parking lot.
We all peed in
You-
the parking lot. I asked the bouncer if he could stamp my hand to give me drinks. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
He
he just
didn't
had
like-
confidence. And he's
Yeah,
like, "No,
bouncer,
yeah.
bouncer didn't like that at all. He was like, "Keep walking." I was like, "All right, man."
all right, cool, no worries."
Then you got in the fight with that dumbass Uber driver
I
about
did.
the Nissan Z.
it
that
wasn't
was
a
silly.
fight. It was just stupid.
It was dumb. The guy
You were
had no
just
idea.
arguing.
wrong turn and everything, dude.
He did. He kept driving because he wanted to prove me wrong, and I was like, "Dude, you're wrong."
Oh my gosh, that was
That was weird. I
The-
thought when he took the wrong turn per se, I was scared for my life. I was like,
I'm
this
like,
guy's
he's
gonna
gonna
kidnap
he's
me.
gonna shoot Braden in
He's
the
gonna
chest.
shoot just me.
That's fine. Sean, what did you think of Big Ben?
Big
I wish
Ben.
that I could see him.
Big Ben was,
was-
completely covered in scaffolding because they're like fixing him until 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the thing with scaffolding is you can just punch the bottom block and then it all falls down.
Oh yeah,
That would be like sand, though. That's like not what they're like using. Like
I know, but in Minecraft we have scaffolding now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
That's-
just punch
that's
the bottom
also-
block and it all falls down.
How do
that's
you make
also
it?
the same with Assassin's
Bamboo.
Creed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
It's a little-
glad it's not iron bars. That wouldn't be very economic.
It wouldn't, no. Anyways,
The London Eye is stupid too.
what are they doing to it?
They're just fixing it. I don't know. The London Eye.
Fixing it?
I don't know what they're
big-ass
doing. They're giving her a
Ferris
facelift.
wheel.
The London Eye is like a $45 Ferris wheel. It's stupid.
Did you go
You
on
get to
it?
the top.
Yeah.
Was it
You
worth
get a
it?
good view of London, but
Yeah.
like
That's it.
that's it. You know.
Is London cool? To like look at from above, I guess. Is the London Eye worth it?
Like, yeah,
It's okay.
It's like it's probably one of those things that you have to do. Like if you're in London, you should pay to see the London Eye, but it's stupid,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you probably wouldn't want to do it again.
You get a great picture
But
that you have
here's-
to pay for.
Here's the thing. Next to, so there's Parliament, right? That's where Big Ben is, like the House
Is
of Parliament.
Parliament the government? Is that
Yeah.
what that is? Okay.
And then right across the street and right across the river is the London Eye.
Okay.
Right? So all these big important buildings all around. Okay, there's a town hall, right? As well,
Yeah.
right behind that. In a big building. And then
Mhm.
below that, right on facing Parliament and right next to the London Eye in
Pretty.
big letters, just this beautiful letterhead.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a beautiful font too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's absolutely
silver.
pure.
Okay.
And it says Shrek's Adventure.
Okay.
And it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
You have my attention.
This
And-
right
And
you
it's
go to
just
it?
like, no, because when you walk in, it's like this DreamWorks thing,
Yeah.
like a walk-in attraction where you meet this like terrifying, scary animatronic Shrek.
Yeah.
And like this 3D ride of How to Train Your Dragon. So I walked into the shop and was looking around, and I was like looking at the prices for it. It was like $45 to meet Shrek, and I was like, I kind of want to do this.
It's like one of those like Chuck E. Cheese animatronic
Yeah,
Shreks. There's like
uh,
sparks coming out of his neck.
Yeah, there's like
Ogres.
exposed
Oh,
wiring. And then, yeah, so Shrek's Adventure was a big deal to us. I don't
Even
know
like
why.
we have that in America.
I mean, we don't have Shrek's Adventure
I guess
facing
you're right.
Parliament and the river
Facing
Thames.
Shrek's a big deal to the British.
I guess so. Well, I remember because we ended
Put 'em
up.
right there.
We'll cut the story, but we ended up having to stay near Shrek's Adventure for about 45 minutes, waiting for a member of our party to show up.
Uh-huh.
And I would watch people walk past Shrek's Adventure, and it was right after it closed. But some people of more Oriental descent, be it Korean or perhaps Chinese,
Uh-huh.
every time they walked near Shrek's Adventure, they lost their shit. They were trying to get inside that building. Like, and it was like visibly closed, but they would like shake
Let us
it. They were like really trying to get into Shrek's Adventure. And there was, to be fair, there was like probably like a 45-pound toothless stuffed animal right in the entrance.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That did look very appetizing. That we were like talking about how we could steal it.
You would have had to check that thing.
I know
got
you
it.
would have had to bought a plane ticket for that thing. It was fucking huge.
So, some guy like comes onto the plane. He's like, "Oh, sorry, sir, your seat's been filled, but I paid for my ticket. Your seat's been filled." And he looks over where he's supposed to be sitting, and there's just a stuffed toothless right there in his seat.
It's just the big eyes. It's like-
You're like, all right, that's fair. Like I
Next
get
to his
it.
United
Did you-
Airlines, they beat the shit out of him and drag him out, kicking and screaming.
Did you ever figure out why the Chinese and Korean people wanted to get into Shrek's Adventure so bad?
It was just a big deal to them. Like it was like really interesting to them.
That's very odd to me.
It's funny though.
That's hilarious. That's awesome, but I don't get it. But whatever.
What else did we do in London? Oh, we saw the Phantom of the Opera.
That
we saw
was sick.
a play at Her Majesty's Theatre,
Oh,
and that was the original play that Phantom of the Opera was.
how much was it?
introduced?
Shit.
I don't remember. I want to say it was like $40 or $30 or 40, $60.
That sounds accurate. I was also thinking 75, but
That could have been.
Big.
I
no,
don't
it
think-
wasn't 75.
I don't think so, dog. I don't remember. I don't know. It wasn't that much, and we had pretty shitty seats. But that's why they were cheap. Like
Yeah.
they were the cheapest ones, and they were the only ones left. But
I had the shittiest of all of them because there was like a pillar right in front of me, like right in my field of view. So I was just
Yeah.
like sitting right in front of this pillar. At first, I was
he was pretty upset.
fucking angry. I was so mad.
Yeah.
But then, like after everything started playing, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
I went and
Yeah.
got some candy.
Got some candy. Do they have any weird candy in the UK?
We got Cornetto.
What is that?
We didn't even get
It's
a
ice
Cornetto.
cream. Fuck,
Ice
I know.
cream.
I regret that.
Ice cream.
We could
We
have
had
got
our
the
one
3
chance.
flavors. I know.
What?
London. Anything else?
London. Trying to think about London. Did we do anything else in London? We kept going to this
No,
Pig and Whistle pub.
Yeah, that was
It
the
was
pub.
called. Pub names are fucking tight as shit there.
Pig and
They're
Whistle.
so
It'd be like the
sick.
Queen's Head, the World's
Yes.
End.
We actually saw the World's End there.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a big fucking deal.
World's
the.
End.
I guess the World's End.
It's a pub in the World's End, the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
by Edgar Wright. He's the same guy who did like Shaun of the Dead, things like
Baby
that.
Driver, which you still
Baby
need
Driver.
to either watch or get back to me.
I will do both.
Okay,
And
bet.
Bet.
You will Venmo me $1 every day that you don't watch it from here on out.
Starting. How about starting when I get back
tomorrow.
from my trip?
No, tomorrow.
Why tomorrow?
Because you're not doing anything until you leave on Saturday.
Shit, you're right.
You're literally
Thursday. I'm leaving
unemployed.
Thursday. I am unemployed. I want to talk about it.
You watch Baby Driver because you would love it. Like, that's a movie that's made for you.
Okay, I will watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm not doing anything. Anyways, The World's End.
Wonderful. So, yeah, all the pub names are tight as fuck. The pubs are cool.
oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh, what was that market that we went to?
well, yeah, I guess we can hit that since... Cause,
I mean, we had to go in order, you know.
Right. There was essentially our last day. We had another day in England at the end, or in London at the end of the trip before we left.
Mm-hmm.
And Ridge went to these flea markets in while we were gone in France.
Okay.
And so he took us there on that Saturday, and it's like the Camden markets, and there are just like hundreds of shops with like knockoff shit or like all sorts of crazy shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like rings and jewelry and all sorts of cool stuff, and like Gucci belts, Gucci bags, everything like that. I was thinking about getting you like a knockoff like Supreme hoodie or something.
Dude, you should have.
I know, but then we were already packed at that time, and I was like, I know damn well, like, if I want to bring Braden home something, I need to like wear it home because there is no room in my bag.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I can't like get him a hoodie. I was like trying to find something for you,
Yeah, you're good.
but
That's funny.
and then I wanted to get like Jacob like a Fortnite hoodie, like because they had like all these like unlicensed like Fortnite shit, and it was like the cringing gamer, like I'd rather be I'd rather be playing Fortnite kind of shit, like.
Yeah. Well, okay, can I just talk about something about the knockoff shit in different countries?
Yeah.
Because like Bronson was in the Philippines and he found a knockoff Supreme bag for $3.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
tight as fuck.
Yeah, well, it's just weird. Like, why?
Well, okay, two things. One, I think it's tight when you like rock it knowing and like letting everyone know that it's fake.
It is fake, 100%.
But like if you
fake.
try to rock it and like I hope no one asks or I hope no one knows,
That's not
then it's
cool.
like eh. But like at the same time, who cares? Like do whatever you want. But
Yeah.
personally, I'm not gonna like I feel like people would misinterpret my rocking of it as like, oh, he's just like trying to
flexing.
flex.
That's the
fake,
novelty.
fake.
Is that this hoodie was
I was
$4?
like, no, this was literally $4. Like I like when they do that and they're misspelt.
Yeah.
Like Sir Peem.
Yeah.
I would rock a Sir Peem hoodie because people would take a look at it and then double take and be like, okay, that's kind of funny.
That's
Like
hilarious.
he's like actually wearing something that is so knowingly fake.
Uh-huh.
I like that. But there was like some cool shit and you could like haggle. Like you could like and like Ridge was so objectively bad at trying to get a good price for anything.
Yeah.
Like
He's too nice.
Like, well, no, he's too. he would like. They'd be like, all right, these two items together are $20 or are like $50,
Yeah.
and then like, okay, this one's $25 and this one's $30, and he's like, all right, I'll give you 20 for both, and they're like, they're like, no, and he's like, I can do it. The 20's the most I can do. And they're like, no, leave. And he's like, okay. And so you just try to go way low and like never meet him. And there was a
lowball.
hat that he wanted, and he never got anything for a good price, from my understanding. There was a hat that he wanted for like $40, and he's like, all I've got is 10. And the guy finally got down to 15, and Rich says 10 or I'm walking, and he left with no hat. And Trevor was right next to him. Trevor served a mission in Guatemala, and they would like haggle for pretty much everything. And he was like so baffled at how bad Ridge was. He's like, dude, there's like so many things that you're doing wrong, and like you got him down to 15, and you couldn't take it.
From 40 to 15, that's a monumental
That's
jump.
insane. Yeah.
It's more than half off, bro. Ridge, if you're listening, You need
What
help
the heck,
with your,
dog?
with your bartering skills, man.
Yeah, play some Skyrim. Perk up that speech.
Your speech skill is at like 15. Have you ranked up, bro?
Just go sell shit to Lydia.
Sell things to
Sell daggers to Lydia, and then you take 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep. Smithing. You ever heard of your smithing skill?
Yeah.
Is that everything you did in London, or everything significant you did in London? Or?
We did a lot. Like there's actually a lot that we haven't touched on. Like,
should we cover that next episode? Probably London. Probably
we can
just
speed
kinda
run it. What do you
we
got?
can speed run it. Like we went to like the Tower of London. We
Oh,
went
yeah,
to we went to the National Gallery. We went to we kind of just walked around like Embankment Street, which
what is that?
has a bunch of stuff around it. Like there's a bunch of restaurants, a bunch of museums, things like that. We went to Buckingham Palace, so we saw
Isn't that the Queen's Palace?
yeah, that's where the Queen lives.
Oh, yeah.
That's where she
That
lives.
was pretty cool. Yeah,
That's
she
cool.
lives there, right?
I think so. That makes sense.
Oh.
Oh, we tried going to this pub in Wimbledon.
Yeah.
In Wimbledon, because we were staying in Wimbledon Park. And there was a pub in Wimbledon. And I looked up pubs near me.
Yep.
And this was Thursday, so this was Haley and Michaela's first day there. And we were like, okay, we got to go to a cool pub tonight. We got to find the Hop-In pub.
Yeah.
And so I looked it up. I did some quick research, and I found this place called the Suburban.
Uh-huh.
And it was just 1 train ride away to the next town over, to Wimbledon. And I was like, fuck, guys, we got to go to the Suburban. The Suburban is the move tonight. We go to the Suburban, and then I look at it, and it says that they advertise a big event on the second Thursday of every month.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the second Thursday of that month. And I was like, holy shit, this is destiny. We got to go to the Suburban.
Yeah.
So we take the train right over. We walk over to the Suburban. We look in, and there is literally not a soul in sight except the bartender. And we're like, shit.
Why?
I don't know. I was like, the Suburban is completely empty. I was completely...
Is it because it was Wimbledon? Is that what it is, or what?
No, because the pubs across the street and the ones that we walked past getting there were bumping.
What, did you just go to one of those?
So we went to the one across the street, and we're trying to get some food, and it was 8 o'clock. And they're like, yeah, we stopped serving food at 6.
Uh-huh.
We're like, okay,
They
that's
close early there.
That's some bullshit. Yeah,
Weird.
everywhere. Oh yeah, everywhere closes fucking early, even in the city.
Mhm.
Like how
Everywhere
early?
closes at 10.
Even pubs?
Pubs
Yeah.
close at 11.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
of
that's
them are
whack.
open until 12 because everyone takes the transit, and they'll stop running at 12.
Okay, that makes sense.
It makes sense, but it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Especially because we were those first few days we were up and about and
Yeah,
it's
until,
it's
2.
midnight here, but it's really our 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And so we were fucking ready to go,
Mhm.
until late. But so essentially, my conspiracy theory is that the Suburban has a underground basement, and no one would believe me or go into the Suburban with me to confirm that. But I'm pretty sure the Suburban is still bumping to this day,
I would have gone.
and I'll
with
take
you.
that. And so we went to this other bar that
I mean,
stopped
maybe
serving
that's why
food.
it was called the Suburban, because it's sub.
It's got to be
Urban.
that. It's got to be
Suburban.
fucking that.
Sub.
Ended up watching a football game, or a soccer game, if you will, at another pub where everyone was stupid drunk, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, they would get angry and stuff.
Oh, we did.
That's what was entertaining.
There was
about
another
it.
pub that we went to that was doing a karaoke night.
Mhm.
Did you do it?
I didn't do it because they didn't have my song. My 2 songs are either Neon Moon,
Uh-huh.
the country song, or 2,
Tequila.
Humpty Dance. They didn't have tequila. I would have done tequila as well.
Tequila.
And every time I said tequila, I would have done a shot of tequila and then said tequila.
Dun, dun,
And
dun,
everyone would
dun,
have been
dun.
wild.
Tequila.
But here's the interesting thing about this bar. And here's the thing. So it was so weird and cool. But the problem is that it tried to appeal to everyone. And so it appealed to no one except the weirdos. So there were a couple of dudes there.
In this pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no one, there was no social life to the pub whatsoever. It was big. It was music was bumping. It was their karaoke night. It was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
and
shit.
it was there were people there, but it was no one was there.
Yeah.
And the karaoke brought out these fucking weirdos, 50-year-old people who probably go there every week
Uh-huh.
and sing the weirdest songs I've ever fucking heard. Not fun karaoke songs, but sad
Old
sad
1940s song.
Yeah. It was weird. But there was a cool thing because they had a GameCube there
Oh, hell yeah.
and they had Super Smash Bros.
Okay.
And I was playing with Sean, and Sean was getting so fucking pissed at me
Dude,
and the
it put me
game.
in a bad mood that night.
it like
affected
upset
me.
him. Like he was so pissed about it.
I must have been like tired or something because I don't even know why it made me so angry. But I was just like pouting the rest of the night. I didn't even get up and sing Neon Moon with him.
Well, they didn't have Neon Moon, so I didn't get to sing Neon Moon either. But
Serves you right.
I know, right? So
Teach you to beat me in Smash Bros.
yeah, and then Haley and Michaela sang karaoke a couple times, and yeah, that was London.
Wimbledon.
We were Wimbledon with a Wimbledon.
Wow. Is that the title?
Yeah.
Wimbledon with London? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll sketch something out. We'll get it
Next
figured out.
episode, we'll chat about
The rest of the trip.
Yeah, Paris and your part of the Netherlands. Did you go to the Netherlands, Sean?
Mm-mm.
Or no, not the Netherlands.
No, the Netherlands, Iceland. Yeah.
Iceland. Did you go to Iceland? You didn't go to
Nah.
Iceland.
No.
Next episode, Paris and Iceland. Thanks for listening. See ya.
Goodbye. Love you.